Every player right now needs to understand that the things that they have did not just arrive on a silver platter.
Leverage comes from players sticking together. If you don't have leverage, then you're not engaged in collective bargaining, you're engaged in collective begging.
It's a union comprised of 2,000 extremely young players who have very short careers versus a group of people who are used to getting their way.
You should be grateful that you get what you get, and the last thing you should be doing is coming here collectively and threatening us with a strike or a lawsuit. This is ridiculous.
I look at the battles where men made decisions to go to war as the ones that define us.
The '82 strike was a real example of player solidarity.
NFL players had no freedom to move and go and work where they chose to work.
We're telling the owners that they cannot own us.
I'm the best guard in the league, and if the second best guard in the league plays behind me, he never gets a choice about where to go play if the team wants to hang on to him. And it meant that the league could intimidate players.
This is a matter of dignity.
There's no way the ownership is going to take a 63-year track record and dump it overboard because Gene Upshur or Ed Garvey say so.
Our mantra was, the players are the game. Who needs owners?
We're talking about changing the system. The first thing you hear is it will kill the game of football.
That money will vanish and it will not come back.
Decisions were made not to compromise. A line was drawn.
The next labor problem.
The NFL players' strike.
How long this strike will last is anyone's guess.
In 1982, we set up the picket line in Pittsburgh. Terry Bradshaw said, "Hi, Doug, what's going on?" I said, "Terry, we're on strike." And he said, "Really? Can I go into the locker room?" And I said, "No." And he said, "Do me a favor, let me know when it's over, will you?" I said, "No problem."
Here, there's 100% solidarity. We believe in the issue. We believe that something has to be done.
The strikes were important battles, not so much because we won or lost, but because it will always fall to the brave few to fight for the rights of the many.
And what we got eventually, after slogging through court and several negotiations, was free agency. And that really is when the modern strength of the union became complete.
The McNeil decision was a major victory for the NFLPA and, as a whole, all football players. The triumph in court led directly to the new collective bargaining agreement and true free agency.
That's one of the reasons the ratings took off, because now teams could rebuild faster. They could stay good longer.
It was a goal that many doubted would ever be reached.
There isn't a day when we don't have to think about every arrow that we have to defend and protect ourselves.
The real important thing is that players stick together and have solidarity, and that they realize that they may have to sacrifice in order to achieve what's fair.
It's important for our players to understand that while we hope to win, we're not going to win every fight. Their job is to answer the bell.